Some people are saying like, oh, Dallon Weeks never paid him for being in the band, so he like basically took the money he was deserved. Drummer Ryan Seaman has been fired from the band iDKHOW. iDKHOW is Dallon Weeks, formerly from Panic at the Disco. Dallon Weeks band started in like 2016 with Ryan Seaman. I first heard about it on Ronnie Radke's story. We're gonna go through this quick Rock Sound article. iDKHOW's Dallon Weeks has shared a statement with fans, updating them on the progress of their new album and confirmed that drummer Ryan Seaman is no longer part of the band. Dallon wrote in a message on social media on September 17th, regrettably, Ryan will no longer be participating with iDKHOW. After a series of broken trusts, it became necessary to let him go. While it's very sad to lose a friend of 15 years, it's a long time. That's a really long time. He must have, you gotta really do something to mess that up after 15 years. iDKHOW is very important to me. It's how I provide for my family, and I take that very seriously. You know, it seems like you really can't trust anybody, especially even in bands. Like the kind of, I mean, different issue, but the Offspring got rid of their drummer, and they'd known him, I think, for 14. He wasn't the original drummer, but he was with them for 14 years, and he wouldn't get the jab, and they wanted to tour, so they got rid of him. But it's wild how long you can know somebody, and you're in the trenches with these with these people, especially when you're in a band, and boom, see ya. So anyway, point being, he must have really messed up here. I bet Ronnie Radke feels pretty vindicated right now. I first saw this on his story. He posted a little screenshot of some iDKHOW lyrics. It says, "Big shot, so what? Do you want to pretend you took the money, but the money couldn't buy a friend?" And the captions under it, "Hey Ryan Seaman, these lyrics from iDKHOW really hitting different now." So I love Ronnie Radke's like in the best way unhinged on Instagram. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and I love it. So it's hard to find exactly what happens, especially in these situations. Like, it's all speculation, right? But it looks like a lot of people are saying that Ryan Seaman stole something like $28,000 from Dallon Weeks, and so he had to get rid of him. The other side of it, some people are saying like, oh, Dallon Weeks never paid him for being in the band, so he like basically took the money he was deserved or whatever. But I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, you see a reoccurring pattern. It's hard to give someone grace. So, famously, Falling in Reverse wrote the song F You and All Your Friends about Ryan Seaman after he left Falling in Reverse. Because all this kind of happened around this similar time frame. So, Ryan Seaman, we kind of know him first from I Am Ghost. I feel like that was his first like big break. And then he was kind of like hopping around different scene emo bands, whatever the right term you want to use. It's just, emo is a good blanket term, right? Not the Weezer-y like indie emo, but the fun post-hardcore hair in your face depressed emo. So he played for bands like Matchbook, Romance, and Aiden, and then joined Falling in Reverse 2011. He was there for a long time, and then he joined iDKHOW, full name iDKHOW, but they found me. I don't know how, but they found me in 2016. So it looks like tail end of Falling in Reverse, he starts playing with Dallon, and then leaves Falling in Reverse. I don't know what he did in Falling in Reverse to get that song written about him, but to get F You and All Your Friends, I don't know the full story behind that. I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure it's seeing kids have an opinion, but he's done something multiple times to lose the trust of people. But great drummer. I interned for a company that would put on shows, and I worked Falling in Reverse show, and I met everybody except for Ronnie. Unfortunately, he was like in this tour bus, so that would have been sick. But I met everybody, and I met Ryan, and I don't have anything to say. I just wanted to name drop. So, but for real though, that sucks. I mean, it's hard, especially when they're making that much progress. They were doing good. They were doing talk shows.
Next guest recently released their debut album, Razzmatazz, now performing Leave Me Alone. Please welcome, I don't know how, but they found me.
Getting some heat, it seems like it, and then boom. So maybe, hopefully, Dallon, can keep it going. I'm sure he's probably the sole songwriter here. I don't know how much Ryan Seaman inputs as the drummer, maybe a lot, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Ronnie Radke, his Instagram has been great to follow lately. He's been very outspoken, and it's great to see someone from like this scene, or just even in rock music or anything, willing to stand up and like go against kind of narratives and speak what what he thinks is the truth. Pretty great. He was kind of going against the gender stuff, and he's calling out the child transitioning, especially. I think everyone can kind of get on board. Like, that's crazy. Kids can't make that decision. He even said something about like there being like a liberal agenda. It's cool to see. And someone like Ronnie's not going to back down on this stuff. Like, you see a lot of times people will mess up, make a mistake, or get accused, or even to speak their political beliefs, and they have to make an apology, like, oh, I didn't mean to harm such and such group. But I don't see Ronnie Radke doing that. I think he's the kind of guy that sticks to his guns, and it's working for him. He's I'm sorry, but look at all the people in Ronnie's wake, and Ronnie Radke is like truly like one of the last remaining like rock stars right now. Like, I'm sorry, I love Escape the Fate. I love their first 3, maybe even 4 albums, but like Falling Reverse left them in the dust. Like, it is what it is. Max Green, like what's Max Green doing nowadays? Now Ryan Seaman, what's gonna happen with him? It's wild to see like Ronnie like going through so much and persevering and being bigger than ever. Like, seems really keen on what it takes to make it and how to adapt in the music industry. And like his songs, he's doing singles now that are just millions and millions and millions of views, touring with Avenged Sevenfold. It's pretty awesome. And he's kind of like, there's like this like circle of like free speech happening. So like you have Oliver Anthony playing with Papa Roach and Shinedown, and like Papa Roach was just touring with Falling Reverse. Falling Reverse was speaking out against these kind of issues. Like, it's crazy where like these I don't know, these events and they're, I don't know, in the lens of like music, it's kind of historical, like these kind of things. I think we're gonna look back and it'll be very interesting. But yeah, Ronnie's like stayed super relevant. I don't know what's gonna happen with Ryan Seaman. I mean, I like to think everyone's redeemable, so maybe he could come back from this. I mean, great drummer, right? He's been in a lot of emo bands. He's emo history, And I think actually iDKHOW You Found Me started from like emo nights. Yeah, LA emo nights. Yeah. They played small shows in 2016, but the group kept it a secret. They officially debuted at Emo Night LA 2-year anniversary, December 6, 2016. So, yeah. Anyway, let me make sure I covered everything here. Well, good luck to Dallon Weeks. I'll check out his album. Let's see. It looks like, just talk about the album. So he completed a new IDK record. Producer, happy to announce he'll be working with Concord Records. So I don't see a release date anywhere, but I'll be looking out for it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.